Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good evening, everyone. It is just after 6 o'clock. We're at 120 West Washington Street. May I please get a roll call?
Yes. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, Mayor Aaron Sims,
Present.
Present. I am present.
Present. Thank you, Shanda. On to the minutes. If you've had a chance to review the minutes from our last meeting on the 17th, I'd like to get a motion to approve them.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting. I'll second.
Gary Allen,
Aye.
Bill Cheever,
Aye.
Tim McQuinn,
Aye.
Dave Patty,
Aye.
I don't believe there's any, there is? Oh, I apologize. Randy. Yes. Which we have under new business, correct?
Yeah, you want to put Brandy under new business for Soma calendar. Want to move that to number 2 and then we'll move everything else down. Does that sound fair? Everybody go with that?
Yep.
So move approval down and the approval of APVs down. We'll just have Brandy do 1 and 2.
To citizen participation. On to department head reports. Let's start with, Chief Church.
Good evening. We went to Ohio last week to look at a new dive water rescue truck apparatus. Union Township, we've been talking with Union Township to get this project funded. We do have it funded with them. We have a budget with them. So we spent a day in Ohio with the people that we're going to buy the vehicle from. Noah Hatkey has just finished all of his requirements. He's working, he's a brand new paramedic working. He's out on the streets. He's the first one of our inaugural paramedic program to become certified. So a big milestone in his career. That school took about a year for him to complete and well over 1,000 hours of education. Breakfast with Santa, Saturday, December 13th, 7 o'clock to 10 a.m. helps us fund we provide, I think it's 40 to 50 Christmases for area children. We've been doing it. I think the fire department's been doing something along the lines of this since the 1930s or 40s. There's an old picture up in the firehouse of the firemen doing that. So Lieutenant Edwards is in charge of this. He's in charge of it every year. This helps fund next year's Breakfast with Santa. It's a great cause. Shopping's really fun, doing all that. So, and then we have interviewed for positions for the opening that we have, and next Board of Works meeting, we'll probably be bringing a name to that for approval. Any questions? How you doing, Patty? Doing good. Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Mitch?
Evening, everybody. Real quick, I want to first say that Christmas lights do look pretty awesome downtown. Brakes guys did a really good job with that. My guys did a little bit of work there with the tunnel and some deer and some trees. I think it looks looks really pretty cool. So Brandy, I have kind of talked about an idea of a sandwich village. So I will kind of expound on. Yeah, so a lot of good things going on down there. Real quick, You Are Here signs are up. I thank the Rotary Club for helping to sponsor that, and they were able to put the finishing touches on that with actually installation of the signs themselves. My crew did the digging, basically got poles set, and then they were able to come in and set the brackets and the signs. It's a pretty neat little project that we were able to get completed. Did have a weed wrangle on October 28th. I want to thank all the volunteers that came down to help finish that off. It was a nice and quick little um, um, activity that we were able to accomplish with the volunteers. Water slide for the city pool is here. It's at the city pool on deck right now. And I want to again thank REMC who helped sponsor that. They paid for half of the water slide, so that was pretty nice. We did receive our dump truck. And with that, I just finished paperwork today and got that sent into the state. So hopefully you'll have their license plate for that truck within the next week. Also finished some paperwork on today on the ADA parking layout for the North Pavilion. So got that finished. Bottle fill station is in. I want to thank IU Health for helping sponsor that. That's over at the nature park. So come spring, we'll have water for people to fill their water bottles and have a nice walk through the park. And then at our last Parks Board meeting, we did, with George's help, have a resolution signed for acquisition of land from the SFLECC to expand Voight Park. So a lot going on there. And other than that, any questions? All right, thanks.
Chief Clerk?
Dave, you got something to say? I know you do. Go ahead.
Not in public.
Okay. Good afternoon. Dave, you just had that look. I thought you were gonna call me out on something. I'm back from vacation. I apologize. I've been gone for a couple weeks, so I really don't have a whole heck of a lot to talk about. We did get all of our cages installed, so those are all actively on the road. Our drones are in. We have two of the three we were wanting, but the third one is a smaller drone that can clear buildings and all that fun stuff. So if there's an issue where we'd rather send that in versus personnel. We have Shop with a Cop. This is going to be my warning. Shop with a Cop this Sunday. I would not be at Walmart around 3 p.m. It is going to be packed. We will start off at Roosevelt Middle School. Noon is lunch, and then we will parade the kids over to Walmart. I want to say probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock, we'll get at Walmart and it'll be full. So my warning to the public, Shop with a Cop is this Sunday. Other than that, that's all I have. Is there any question?
You might want to take Mitch's new dump truck.
Do you care? We'll use it. We'll use it. Put the kids in the back, back up to the door and dump them out. No, shout out to everybody that helped with snow removal last couple days. I know they worked their tails off to get the roads and it didn't stop. So other than that, that's all I have. All right.
Frank?
Yes, we had a fun weekend. Um, I'm not even sure how many hours we were out there, but it was got in pretty good shape. Fact of the matter, we probably got trucks headed out about now again, so we'll be out again this evening and we'll try to keep them clean best we can and we'll see what this one brings, so we'll go from there.
Frank, how many plows do you guys run?
We normally run 6.
6? Okay.
We've got 4 trucks we put out, and then we've got plows we put on 2 of the front end loaders. So we run 6 plows. So yeah. Um, I don't know. We got a lot of winter to go. This is not going to be fun, but
The
we'll
good
get
thing
through
is
it.
though, we have plenty of salt and plenty of sand, right?
We got plenty of salt. I just called today and I ordered another 250 ton of salt. So that's hopefully it'll get here between this week and next week. So yeah, we're all right, but
We've been lucky the last few years.
we
This
had,
was
yeah,
due.
I
This was
absolutely
due.
agree, but we got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
So
So it seems early.
it is. It's been several years since we've had
Good.
this
Yeah.
much snow in November.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
so, well, we'll get the January thaw and by then and winter will be over and we'll have a nice warm January and February.
Yep.
Sound
As
like
long
a
as we
good
don't break
idea?
mains, we're in good shape, right? No mains
No.
breaks and we're in good shape.
Yeah. Obviously leaf pickup has come to a screeching halt. Um, I received many calls Friday about whether we were going to get everybody's picked up before it snowed, and obviously we didn't. We will get them someday. Well, we did. Some of them drifts, you hit them, the leaves go flying, so, you know. Yeah. On the downside of it, I think most of us, you've probably heard by now, we did receive an email from NDOT. We did not get funded for our community crossings 2026 projects. So that obviously will make a big difference in our project plans for 2026. We don't know why. I mean, they don't tell us why we didn't get funded, other than according to that, they received requests for $237 million of projects and they had 100 million to spend. So I'm sure it run out pretty quick. So
And we're to understand the community crossings grant has nothing to do with the wheel tax that we've been discussing, correct? They're not connected.
currently, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. I mean, I guess I really don't know how to answer that, but I mean, they're not tied directly together, but now whether, I guess I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. So, yeah. So, but anyway, and you know, we've been very fortunate over the years. I mean, it's done us some amazing things. I mean, I get it, you know, and I hope they do. They kind of spread it around. So, you know, okay, if we didn't get funded this year, then next year, maybe it'll be our turn. So, you know, I mean, it's, you know, we all know funding's got a lot tighter on everything. So we'll see what that. We did get the letter sent out about the changes coming in trash pickup for next year. I've gotten several calls of people that are not wanting the larger toters. They want to stay with the ones they've gotten, and I'm making a list. We have a meeting with On Point next week to kind of go over the final details, and I've got their dates of when they plan to start putting out the new toters. And I'll get that out. We'll get that out on the city webpage too. And that's it. I quit. It's been a long weekend. And it's going to be a long week. So any questions? Thanks.
Thank you, Frank. Thanks for putting a long weekend. And Bob?
Hey, good evening, Mayor, Council. George, it's good to be back in the saddle again. Hey, first off, I want to thank Bruce Wilson, okay, my assistant. I mean, it's good to have a good number two in the number two business, and he has performed really well. I mean, right off the bat, I mean, I think it was off the first week, item shows up with an army, and it always happens, you know. But he handled it well. It's the second time that's happened to him, actually. So, but yeah, excellent. So anyway, City Park Lift Station, we'll have a progress meeting on that on Wednesday, but right now, you've probably already heard through Bruce's reports, but hey, we're waiting on electrical, okay? So right before Thanksgiving, it'd be on the 21st, NIPSCO contacted me by email to sign a service contract. So I signed that, we're in a service contract, so hopefully we get this electrical portion out of the way. Once we get electricity, this lift station is going to be put online. So brand new, I think, would we design that? 120 homes, right? 120 homes could be added. So we can't wait. You know, it's going to be not only electrical, but we're having a generator installed in this. Now every one of these lift station needs backup power. You guys see how, I mean, we just lost power the other day, north end of town did for a short time. But anyways, NIPSCO did meet with F and K and the rest of them while I was gone. So that's taken care of. Hopefully that'll be discussed, like I said, Wednesday, progress meeting. We interviewed applicants. You know, we've been taking applications for a operator. And so last week we went through all these applicants and interviewed them. Excellent. We thank them all. I think we've made a decision, and that again will be for the Board of Works and the mayor coming up at the next meeting. We had our fall biosolids application. It's called HINS North 40. So we have about 6 other fields that we apply to, which is right next to the city property that, you know, we store leaves and everything at. So that's cost effective. That way they don't have to transport a bunch of this tonnage, you know, very far. So anyways, we ended up having 705 cubic feet of material. Did you know material applied to this field? You know, at first we thought, okay, yeah, this is going to save us some money. Hey, the only thing that saved us was application. Instead of doing it twice a year, we did it once, but still it's the double amount of material. So actually it's the same cost. But hey, you know, it's the first year we had this centrifuge. You know, we tweak it. Maybe we can get it drier. Maybe it'll cost less. Okay. Takes a while. Get used to it. Hey, that's my report. Are there any questions?
No, you can sit down.
Okay, thank you.
Kyle?
Good evening.
Good evening.
So basically Angelo, he passed his WT3 test. So now he'll have his WT3 once he meets his 2-year requirement for employment. He's already got his DSM. We had 2 of our backflows tested. We had one down at the wastewater. It passed. We had one at the water salesman, and it failed. So it needs replaced. We have one on order. So when it gets in, we'll tear it all apart and put a new one in. We helped Soma cut up a pine tree for the downtown flower pots and remove the unwanted material for them. We got 2 more taps getting done. We got one over there on Bluff Street. We got a trench in. Then we got one on West Washington that we got to bore under the road. Besides that, been doing the normal daily work orders, locates, backwashing the filters, meter reads, and back D samples. AccuDig is still doing the potholing for the lead line inventory. So basically just a reminder, there's holes in there that they put sand in and it settles. Just let us know. We can come in and put dirt, fill it back in. So other than that, we're just getting ready for main break season. Yeah.
Did you have any issues this weekend at all?
No, we got, well, over there by Medgrind, we did notice a leak, and we finally think we found it today. It's a service line. So it's on the customer side, not our side, pretty sure. So fingers crossed it ain't on us. Any questions?
On to old business. Item number 1, area plan zoning ordinance A 86. We tabled this last time?
We did.
We did. Any discussion?
I don't know if anybody has any discussion. I personally wanted to have a little bit more time to review it, and I reviewed it, and I'm happy with it. So I don't know if anybody has any questions or comments on it, but if not, the county has approved this. I don't know if any other municipalities have approved it or not, but this does adequately protect the city of Monticello from this. It's I think you guys, my takeaway is this is very extensive, kind of a little bit more than just a zoning application, maybe a little bit more extensive than that, I would say. So, yeah, I'm perfectly satisfied with it. So I don't have any other questions. Anybody have any other questions or comments? Yep. Yeah, if not, I would gladly make that motion to approve the area plan zoning ordinance A 86. Do we actually have, Shanda, do we have a 2025 ordinance number?
I just did 2025-A86.
There you go. So I'll make a motion to approve zoning ordinance 86-2025 or 2025 dash, sorry, other way around, 2025-86, A86. Got that?
Yeah, and I'll second.
What was it, Gary?
What he said.
All right. All right, let's get a vote. Gary Allen,
Aye.
Bill Cheever,
Aye.
Tim McQuinn,
Aye.
Dave Patty.
Aye.
Thank you. Old business, item number 2, ordinance 2025-17, transfer of funds. This is the second reading.
I don't have any problems with it, so I'll make the motion that we accept the transfer of funds. There were, what, 3 or 4 or 5 of them? So I'll make that motion that we accept those transfers.
I will second that motion. I agree with what Tim said.
All right, Gary Allen,
Aye.
Bill Cheever,
Aye.
Tim McQuinn,
Aye.
Dave Patty.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. On to old business. Last one, item number 3, ordinance 2025-18. It's the wheel tax and license excise surtax, second reading.
Just to review, Mayor.
To review, the draft that you were given or presented at the last meeting for first reading had all the verbiage required for the wheel tax and the excise surtax. With on first reading, there was the range permitted under the wheel tax of by law, not less than $5 and no more than 40. And with regards to the excise surtax, the range is not less than $7.50, no more than $25. The draft that I have given you after that meeting, based upon some discussion with President Cheever, you have in front of you one that has the wheel tax at $25 and the excise surtax at $7.50. But it's subject to revision upon motion, second, and voted on. That number can those 2 numbers can be determined tonight on second reading.
So,
as it stands currently, we're doing $5 minimum for the wheel tax, and we're doing $7.50 minimum for the excise tax. Is that correct? No?
No, so as part of what I will call the compromise, from the first reading, originally, my position was, really, I didn't want to do it at all, but if we're going to do it, I wanted to set everything at the minimum. And I sent that around to the council, and through different discussions, it was determined, somebody had made the recommendation that we go with the minimum for the excise surtax, which would be the $7.50, and then moving the wheel portion of that up to 25. So not 5. So instead of going with the 5 minimum, it's up to the 25, which is what the draft is that we have in front of us currently. Correct. So that's kind of where that's at currently. I think do you want to make a different recommendation or?
And that gets us, the guesstimate is that gets us $44,000. Is that correct? Am I reading that correct? As it stands now, with those numbers, that'll produce about $44,000 in taxes.
Yes, I believe that is correct. Yes.
I went on record 2 weeks ago. I would like to see that figure be somewhere around 100,000. I know that in feet of sidewalk, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference, does it, Frank? I mean, 60 grand would be, what, another 100 feet? Okay. So 25 feet of pavement. But my opinion, and I'll throw it out there, whatever the council decides, but I would like to see the excise tax be 15, whatever this $15.30 is, and the wheel tax be 40, giving us an estimate of $100,000. Those are my thoughts.
Is that a motion, is that for discussion, or is that a motion that he's making, or just discussion?
I'll be glad to make that a motion, but if I have some feedback.
Frank, would you like to weigh in on this at all? Because I asked that because Frank is, I think, one of our top employees for the city and been that way for a long time. And, I lean where he goes, kind of. So I'd love to hear your opinion on this, Frank.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree. None of us want to do this. I mean, it's just, it's anytime we're putting more tax, more anything on people, it's just not a fun thing. Unfortunately, everybody still wants their roads fixed. Everybody still wants their roads repaved. I mean, everybody wants their roads cleaned and their leaves picked up and so on. And I mean, those costs, keep going up. I mean, we've been very fortunate with the community crossings. We've done a lot of good things with it. It's going to get a lot tougher to get that. So we're going to have to try to, and this isn't going to make up for any, we're going to begin to make up for that. But it's, it's a start. And I mean, we can use this money. We can, and hopefully we can do some other things with them too. And we'll just, yeah, $100,000 isn't a lot, but I'll take it.
Frank, I visit with most of the councils on this, and every one of these individuals is extremely concerned about right, the taxpayer, like they're getting hit with another tax on top of what's already coming, unfortunately, down the road. But I appreciate what you.
But I just, one thing, and I just want to make sure this doesn't get lost in the, is, this is a once a year. This isn't a, comparing the, with the water and the sewer and all those, right? That's a monthly fee. This is a once a year. I mean, once a year, what, $15 per vehicle. Yes, people, the first year absolutely will know it. I believe after by year 2 and 3, I don't think, many people even notice it. You got to pay this fee to renew your license for your car. You do it every year and, on we go. But yeah, I get it. I really do. That's just, I think that's kind of the middle of the road, yeah. Hey, I'm not going to say no to $40,000. I absolutely not. $100,000 will do a lot more. Yeah.
You can change those amounts in future years.
Yeah.
You're not locked into it forever.
Right. I mean, I don't know what else I can really say. That's just my thoughts. Obviously, you're the ones that's making the decision, the vote, and I will go with whatever you agree to.
I'd like to go on record also by saying that the maximum rates would get us 156,600 or so. So I'm not asking for that, but I do think, as you said, a middle figure
right
would be best.
And that's just my thought. Kind of that goes to the middle of the road. I don't know what else I can really say.
So was that a motion for 1530 for excise tax and 40 for wheel tax, Tim?
If there's no further discussion, then yes, I'll make that a motion to make those figures come out to the.
I'm not done.
Okay.
A little more discussion.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate what you said though, Tim. I think there's definitely, it could go either way for me at this point. I feel obviously we need some more cash coming in for different things that are coming up, and the state is pushing this on us. I just want the public to know that this has been pushed down on us. We're not wanting to do any of this. There are some grants that we are not eligible for if we don't do something. So to get these roads in place, we got to do something. And I don't remember, Frank, I know the community crossings grant is not affected by this in any way, shape, or form as we speak. What is the other one that we were discussing? What's the name of the other one?
The other one is what they call LMDD, Lane Mile Direct Distribution.
Can you explain what that is and maybe how much we would be up?
Basically what that is and I don't have the percentages, I don't have the figures on that one. That will be just a direct distribution to city, county entities, a certain figure per lane mile that we have. We have in the city, we have about 36 point something lane miles. So we will get, and I don't know whether it's $1 per lane mile or whether it's $100. I probably should have, and I apologize for not having that figure, but that will be just distributed to all city, county entities starting in 2027 that have a wheel tax. If you do not, that one is absolutely definite. No wheel tax, no lane mile direct distribution.
Sure. Okay. I was
Community
curious if you knew the
crossing
number on that.
Community crossings at this time is not tied directly to this. They keep saying that is coming, now they say a lot of things. I mean, but I mean, I can absolutely, they've kind of promoted this for years that yes, NDOT, federal highway will help us, but we have to help ourselves also.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that. In your best guess, maybe you know it by heart, who knows, down to the penny, how much would you say you've spent on road repair in the last 3 years on average?
In the last 3 years, we've probably spent,
And rough idea is fine. I'm just curious.
I would guess around 3 million.
So $1 million a year
Yeah,
is what it
because
comes to.
last year, well, actually this year, 2025, we spent about a little over 1.3 million. Last year, I'm thinking we spent right around $1 million. The year before that, I think we're probably around 800,000.
And that's about what it takes to upkeep the roads in this city, correct?
Let's for clarification, though,
Yeah.
real quick, that's not city funds, that was part of the.
Right, no, yes.
So,
Just curious what the
yeah,
Yeah, so.
I was wanting to know what what it actually costs. Yeah,
okay, but that's on a matter of routine stuff. These were projects that we're able to do because of the matching side of it. If that goes away,
We're gonna do a lot less.
we're gonna do a lot
We,
less.
what we had applied for that we were denied this year, we had planned to do about 1.2 this year. Now we'll probably go down to the 0.2. And yeah, pretty much. That's what we'll do. And I mean, we'll get the streets done. We'll get them. It's just gonna, I mean, they're gonna get a little worse shape before we get them all fixed up again. But, you know, we do what we can do.
But to follow up on with what Dave was saying, though, if we do not implement this at all, we will not get the lane distribution portion at all,
Correct,
period,
correct.
right? So that was
Yes.
part of my logic was, initially was let's get us at least in the game.
Right.
Right? With the minimum
Unfortunately-
impact on our residents in Monticello. In
Unfortunately,
addition,
the little communities in the county have no chance at that lane mile direct distribution. I mean, even if,
cities under 5,000 cannot implement their own. They
right,
would have to rely on the county,
right,
which is which
wheel tax,
that segues into this nicely because the county is going to be looking at these same things,
right,
right? So now this resident who pays $50 once a year for his plate, add our 750 on there, then add the counties wherever they go with it.
well,
You're talking a pretty significant increase was my concern. That's why,
true.
and
But I keep hearing the county saying no.
They
Well,
did.
they're
They
saying-
voted it down this year for sure.
they're saying no for right now. They're taking a wait and see, right?
I know.
But when that number comes in with the lane mile distribution
Yeah,
and
okay.
those funds aren't available, somebody may look at that again and say, we want to get in that.
Well, and that could
And
be
that's
too.
entirely up to them, right?
And that's why I say, unfortunately, the smaller communities have no I mean, that does not get distributed to everybody. That does not, the small communities have no chance at the lane mile direct distribution. Without a wheel tax in each city, community, you don't get it. If the county adopts a wheel tax, they will get it. If we adopt a wheel tax, we will get it. Reynolds, Chalmers, Brookston have no chance at it, at any of it.
And Frank, you said earlier that instead of the 1.2, it would be 0.2 is what we would be doing project. And I-
Probably.
Okay,
Now, yeah,
Round number.
fair enough, yeah. So that
Round
round
figures.
number, this puts this in perspective though, what this new tax could, I mean, the 40,000 sounds like it's no big deal when it's $1 million or 1.2, but you find out it's at 0.2. 40,000 has a little different weight to it.
right. And at that point, another 100,000 would make a huge difference.
Well, 60.
60. Yeah. So, and we never know what, the next round of community crossings opens up in July of 2026. We will apply again and, I have no hopes that we will be getting community crossings every year from now on. I just don't.
With pot shrinking.
Right. I just
yeah,
don't
like-
see there's any chance of that happening. If we could get it once every 3 to 4 years, I think we will be lucky.
We'll have to do our projects in that fashion.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So like I said, we've been very fortunate for 10 years.
Right. That's all right.
It's going to change.
Oh, yeah.
So
And it could all change.
now
I mean,
what's our investment, right? And then we have the ability to fund the grants at, you know, the 10% or the 20%.
Right,
We're able to do that now.
right.
We likely will be able to do that in the future with other taxes that we already have in place,
Mhm.
MVH, those kinds of things, to build to move this money around. So I don't, I understand where, and I can appreciate where everybody's coming from. To me, again, I'll go back to originally when this first came up, you'll remember the conversation I had. I said, I don't want to do it at all. Right? Yeah. I said, I don't want to do it at all. We had that conversation, but then through other conversations with other people, I've come around to get to where we're at today, which was originally I talked to you. I said, let's do it at the minimums.
Right.
Right. So if I had I'm king for the day, I'm doing nothing. My next favorite one is $7.50 and $5 minimums.
Right.
And then my third favorite is this. So I feel like I've come around about as far as I'm coming around.
Okay. And like I say, it's obviously it's your decision.
It is 100% our decision. If someone makes a motion to amend it to different rates, certainly the council can take that up as a action.
Anything else? We good?
I will make the official motion that we change the rates to the 15 and the 40, to come up with a guesstimate of $100,000. Yeah, whatever those figures are. Yeah, $15.30 and $40, which going through the math evidently comes up with $100,078.90. Best guess. I will make that motion. $15.30.
I think I'm going to second that motion. I feel like it's one time a year. I don't think it's going to hurt that bad. If it gets Frank a little extra money, it helps with that, then I'm going to second that motion.
So the wheel tax at 30 or 40? No, that's a surtax. That'd be the surtax at 15.30. And then the wheel tax at, okay, okay.
Oh,
At the BMV, when you go to renew your license plate, your semi truck would cost you another $40. Yeah, it's on. Oh, sorry. Your car, your pickup will cost you an additional $15.30. Your semi truck and your motorhome will cost you an additional $40.
No type of vehicle will be hit with both taxes. You're either in one tax or the other.
And would be the same for motorcycles as it is for cars or pickup trucks. Yes. Okay. Yes. You want to think the wheel tax, cars, you think wheel tax. Well, it's actually the cars or the the surtax. Yeah. And then the semis and the recreational vehicles have a wheel tax. I don't know how that all come about, but it is. So yeah. yes. Whatever they, yeah, whatever.
Right. So with this, it's gonna go up a certain dollar amount. Original proposal, 750. The new proposal just put out and seconded takes it to 15. If the county were to come in next week, next month, 6 months from now, whatever, and implement one too,
Right,
and they say it's gonna be $15 too, so then you'll be paying $30
Right.
total more.
right. And there again, as George says, we can, I mean, we can always adjust. Don't have faith that they will. So I don't know.
All right, are we good to vote? Why no, I mean, is the discussion, like, we have a motion and a second, so, all right, Gary Allen,
Nay.
Bill Cheever,
Nay.
Tim McQuinn,
Aye.
Dave Patty.
Aye.
You can't, yeah, you can, now, for this to go into effect, for this to be effective, you're gonna have, if you want it done, you need to do it by the end of the year. You can, being a tie vote, you can, move it on to, I wanna call it third reading. Because a tie vote doesn't go either way. Mayor is authorized to break tie votes if the mayor wishes to, doesn't have to. You can wait till you have a full council. So, go ahead. Well, this motion failed to pass, period. Yeah, now, other motions can come up for the council, or the council can make other motions for other numbers.
I think I'd like to give Kevin that, but I done, I'll wait on the way you. I would like to wait till give Kim a chance to come in and vote. So I can table this for the next meeting.
Another motion.
I'll make a motion to pass as is with the 750 and 25. And then we would,
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. For clarity, the new motion is for the wheel tax to be at $25 and the excise surtax to be at $7.50. Is that right? Yeah, okay, all right. Just for the, okay. Well, let's see how it goes.
Well, and I will say to the council, we could pass this on this reading and then change them as we see fit next year, correct?
Next year.
Yes.
For the following year.
For the following year.
Correct.
Yep.
You adopt it tonight, it's adopted.
And, at those rates, the projection is $50,182.
There was a motion and a second, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
So now we'll go to vote for as is. Press your mic.
So if things go as they did a moment ago, there could be another motion, or that we could table it to the next meeting. Is that my understanding? Okay, with the hopes that one or both or a third.
I think the goal of this, I think the goal of the second motion was to get this passed, and then you can amend the amounts at a later date.
Future year.
Correct. That was my intent.
We would just start over at the next meeting. You'll have a chance, you might have a chance again.
Alrighty then. Alrighty. Okay, we're going to vote. Gary Allen,
Aye.
Bill Cheever,
Aye.
Tim McQuinn,
Nay.
Dave Patty,
Nay.
and here we are.
So oh,
Mayor Aaron Sims. Press your thing.
I vote to pass it.
So we passed it as is at the $7, right?
No.
What the second reading was, is that correct? You just passed the second one, not the as written.
$25 for the wheel tax and
Yep.
$7.50 for the excise tax.
That's what you passed.
Ordinance 25/18.
Yes. So that is passed. If you were meaning to do,
I was meaning to do the higher, I apologize. The higher one.
okay,
Okay, then
all right,
you
so,
take that vote back.
I'm taking that vote back.
Okay,
All right.
All right,
never mind.
all right. So,
Okay, so we're tied.
yeah, so that motion did not pass.
So this
George,
could,
when this comes back, reintroduction, do we need to do 2 readings? Or
No,
just continues on? Okay.
so this will, so now it's basically like tabled until the next meeting then, right? Because this did not pass. Okay, just wanna get that down. Okay. All right.
Okay. Let's move on. New business, 1. Yeah. Yes, Selma. Hi, Randy. Yes. Because I apologize. I thought this was gonna be a quick meeting too tonight, and here we are.
Okay, So I'm here to present the big check and the little check for the Christmas Light Fund for our fundraiser. So I'm giving money for the city. The big check this year is for $19,712.95. So so since 2021, we've raised $78,054.64 for the Christmas Light Fund. So I'd like to just take a quick picture if we could do that.
Thank you, Brandy.
Thanks for the check.
Yeah. Yeah, new business number 2. Trunk or treat, October.
Okay, so I want to get the Soma events scheduled for 2026 so we can get our event cards out. So I'm proposing We Live Our Downtown for Tuesday, June 9th. That'll be in Constitution Plaza, so I'll need that one approved. The Christmas in July golf outing is July 10th, so that'll be the fundraiser for the lights. Ice Cream Social Tuesday, September 1st. I'll need that approved for Constitution Plaza. For October will be Saturday, October 3rd, Constitution Plaza. Also need that one approved. Haunted Trail Hike will be October 10th at the Alter Nature Park. Trunk or Treat, October 31st, will make a lot of people very happy.
Say, press subverted.
We're adding one to when we flip the big switch with the Christmas lights, so that'll be Wednesday, November 18th, in Constitution Plaza, to add a little bit more fun to that. We had a volunteer step up that wants to chair that. And then, of course, the Christmas parade, and then the cocoa cookies and carols before the Christmas parade. I want to get that date approved by the council as December the 5th. Any question? Yeah.
I make a motion, we approve the Soma event date calendar. I'll second.
All right, Gary Allen,
Aye.
Bill Cheever,
Aye.
Tim McQuinn,
Aye.
Dave Pettit.
Aye.
Thank you, Brandy.
Are we doing little cards this year? I just like it because I can put it right here.
Are they magnets?
Oh, wait, what an upgrade.
They were a couple years ago, right?
That's a special one for Dave. Okay. Enough said. We can take a spray off. Yeah, right.
Thank you, Brandy. New business, item number 3. Approve the allowance docket pay period from ending 11/16.
I'll make a motion that we approve the allowance docket, pay period ending 11/16/25.
I'll second that.
Gary Allen,
Aye.
Bill Cheever,
Aye.
Tim McQuinn,
Aye.
Dave Patty.
Aye.
Thank you. New business item number 4, approve the APVs from the 13th to the 25th.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All right, Gary Allen,
Aye.
Bill Cheever,
Aye.
Tim McQuinn,
Aye.
Dave Patty.
Aye.
Thank you. Last thing under miscellaneous, we have the Soma Christmas Parade, 6 p.m. Saturday night.
Excellent. Maybe a little snow this time even.
What's the weather? 20s? Have you heard? 20s, 30s?
What do you got for weather?
Saturday Christmas Parade?
Snow.
Snow.
It'd be beautiful.
So you're driving a plowing?
Oh my gosh.
We got it.
Yes.
Sweet.
Plenty of hot chocolate, right? I think it'd be awesome if it's snowing when we have that. It's not hard,
Tim, you got anything?
Just, my thanks to the council. We're all friends when we leave. We'll do business again, and we'll do business again. Well, as far as I am concerned, we're still all friends. Yeah. 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 And we'll do business again in 2 weeks.
Gary?
All good.
All good?
I remember Terry Burns used to plow our neighborhood, and my kids were younger, and we'd get snowballs ready for him. And he would park about 3 or 4 homes back, get out, make snowballs, and when he would push into our corner, we would pelt him with snowballs, and he would get out and fire right back. It was great. He was a good guy.
Mr. Cheever?
No, I don't have anything either. Yep.
Patty?
Just quick thanks to you guys, you police, and I'm sure the fire department was involved, and I know they had a couple calls over the weekend that were big. Golf course, and Frank, your guys obviously awesome. Thanks for being out there so we can sit in our sweatpants and watch football all weekend. Thank you.
Shanda, anything? All right, guys, let's get out of here. Next meeting, Board of Works, 5:30 on the 15th, and the next meeting is on the 15th at 6 o'clock. Meeting's adjourned.
Okay.